Next up, we have number 14 Tennessee versus number 24 NC State in the Duke's Mayo Classic kickoff game at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina at 7:30 p.m. This is the same game that Georgia and Clemson actually played in back in 2021 to start off Georgia's national championship run. Both teams are coming off wins against Southern Conference FCS schools. Tennessee winning by a whopping 66 against Chattanooga, and NC State winning by 17 against Western Carolina. That game was not as close as it actually looks, by the way. WCU had the lead 21-17 going into the fourth quarter, and NC State scored super late in the game, under 2 minutes, to pad their stats. And just so you know, it did not help. They stayed at 24. WCU about to win SoCon. Anyway, NC State has Coastal Carolina transfer Grayson McCall at quarterback, and Tennessee has Heisman contender Nico Iamaleava, who had 314 yards in last Saturday's game. Will he be able to do the same against a strong Wolfpack defensive front? The ESPN FPI has Tennessee at 88%. The TBD model, however, is NC State by 18.5, and the spread is Tennessee by 8. The model is a very opposite the spread, and honestly, I have no idea what it's looking at. However, it's a good thing this game was played on a field and not on paper. Who do we have in this one?
Man, NC State probably really truthfully should have lost to Western last week. I mean, cats by 90, as you guys always say, right? This one, I'm so confused. I'm bamboozled, as my brother would say, by the model, because we've got almost a 19-point spread in favor of State, and then we have an 8-point official spread for Tennessee. Listen, no disrespect to NC State or Western for that matter, but Tennessee, I know is against Chattanooga, but 66 points. I think it was like 66-3. Man, honestly, there's no way that I'm going to have to work on this one, because I'm going with the Volunteers. I think this was going to be easy. I think Tennessee covers I like Tennessee by probably 14, maybe 21. I think that it will be a significantly larger spread than what it's showing. Their offense is going to look good. Josh Heupel, obviously, the guys in Knoxville in that ugly orange, they always seem to have a good offense. Honestly, I like the Volunteers in this one. The Wolfpack, it'll be okay. It's in Charlotte. It's a relatively local game for them. It's kind of like a home game, but Tennessee will travel well. It's not that far. And unfortunately, the guys in orange and Rocky Top, it will be a rocky night for the Wolfpack.
I really like that. It'll be a rocky night for the Wolfpack. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I got Tennessee. I think they have a really high-powered offense. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you still got some dudes at NC State, but nah, I think Tennessee's going to come in and do their thing, and I think that Nico Iamaleava is going to he's getting some heat. I think they were saying, like, oh, he's overrated, like, you know, it's Chattanooga, whatever. I think he's going to come in. I think he's going to win this game for the Volunteers, so I'm not even worried about it. Grayson McCall, dude, I mean, I think he had a first-game jitter game for sure, and I think that they're definitely going to have something to prove and come out and try to, you know, win this game, and I do think it'll be close, but I still have the Volunteers in this one. TBD model, I don't know what the heck I was doing.
Look, I'm going to go ahead and say it. That NC State game honestly should have been a completely different score in NC State's favor. But when you really look at it, I mean, Western Carolina scored 2 touchdowns where it was essentially given to them. I mean, one of them, they intercepted the ball and started their drive on the 5-yard line or something like that. Did those jitters get out of Grayson McCall in that first game? We don't know. All we do know is, you know, NC State's run defense was very good, no matter how poorly they had looked, and you know they kind of struggled against the pass. I mean, AJ Colombo and Cole Gonzalez connection. I mean, if you're getting diced up by a 5'8" wide receiver, there's a little bit of an issue. Now, I do still think that Tennessee is overrated. I think all their quarterbacks are always going to be overrated. They always have a great arm, but they just don't know how to control it. But I do have Tennessee in this winning this game. It's more than likely going to be more than 8. I just don't see NC State coming out with this one.